What's up? Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike. This is CageCast. Let's talk fights. We just had UFC 316 come and go over the weekend, which hope everybody had a great weekend, had time to watch the fights. Now, if you guys were paying attention, we had the biggest DraftKings bets that we had placed on the fights. So let's go ahead and recap those fights. Let's take a look at the wins and losses that we had on DraftKings. I have the fights pulled up right here, guys. Now, if you guys were paying attention, we were opening up this card with one of the bigger bets that we've even placed on a single fighter. I was pretty confident with this Vicente Luque Kevin Holland fight coming up. Vicente Luque was looking really good. He got a good submission win on his last fight. And, Kevin Holland's also been looking real dangerous at 170, but still wasn't sure with the inconsistency that we get from Kevin Holland, what we were going to see. So I put my money down, 50 big ones on Vicente Luque. And man, did Kevin Holland make me pay for that one. Hey, fair enough, Kevin. $50 against you. I was looking for 160 returns, and I could have lost the rest of the card, and I would have been happy. Kevin Holland wasn't having it. And, you win some, you lose some. And I was like, that's fine, that's fine. I'm on board with Kevin Holland at 170. I'll take that loss. $50. I'll eat it. I'm back on train with Kevin Holland if he stays away from middleweight and really focuses on this 170. I'm in. But hey, we're still down $50. And you know what? Actually, we're down 55 because that ruins the 5-pick parlay that I had $5 on. So right off the bat, guys, starting off the fights, I'm down $55. But you know what? Betting odds had Patchy coming in as the quite a bit favorite here. I believe it was 2.5 to 1 or 3 to 1 favor. He's coming in. He's next champion from another league. However, you guys hear me on here all the time called Bellator the B League. So I was a little concerned. Are we going to get a B leaguer? Now, Mario Bautista, he stepped up, showed them that there are levels to this. You're coming over from the B leagues, but you got to handle the A league. And he showed him. UFC is the premier league. Patchy looked flat-footed, got his ass beat up. I was not impressed. And maybe looked like he could have came back a little bit there near the end if maybe there was 2 more rounds, but it's not. It's a 3-round fight. To me, he looked horrible. He's going to have to fight his way up. We're going to have to put him down to a ranked 15 opponent at this point and see if he can actually build himself up. Maybe it's the UFC jitters. They get some of these guys. It is a real thing, guys. But we had 20 on Patchy. He was 20-1. I said, let's put 20 on him, see if he can earn more money from me in the future, which he didn't. He's getting minimum bet on the next go. If I even bet on him. But however, at this point, I'm down $75. And I'm actually kind of sweating bullets a little bit. I'm looking at the next fight about to start. And I'm like, am I going to lose this all? Did I really just pick this completely opposite? Now we're going to go into the Gastelum fight versus Joe Pyfer. Like I said, guys, I was sweating bullets on the edge of the couch. But as soon as the bell rang, Joe came in with them big old heavy hands, swinging for the fences. Took Gastelum down several times, but man, that guy is tough like a honey badger. He stuck through the whole thing, fighting back, made to the end. However, it was still pretty one-sided, especially on the point side. Joe Pyfer getting it done and then earning me my first win of the night. Now, I put 20 down on him as well. We only got a few dollars back, but we were about $25 in. We got a little bit of money in the bank, so I'm like, hey, we're not completely broke, guys. We at least got some fight nights coming up. I'll still put in a $20. We didn't just get blown out. And we put $20 on Kayla Harrison. And that being said, she shows you why she was 7 to 1 when we were taking a look at those odds, or 7.5 to 1 over Pena. Wasn't even fair. Pena even looked like she was ready. We kind of danced backwards for the whole first round. And then in the second round against the cage, Kayla with that beautiful little ankle trip took her down and then put that Kimura on her. Almost broke that arm off. Made her tap quickly. And that's all she wrote for that one. Now, we were excited, or if you're like me, you were excited to see this fight only because you knew Kayla Harrison was going to bring it and she was going to win easily. Just run through her. I've been saying it for months, and that it was going to bring Amanda back, and we got the definitive answer from early on. Amanda's back. She's back for good, or at least as I figure until she takes a big loss, and that's the next fight. I hear they're aiming for October, November. We're going to get that this year. Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison. I'm stoked for that one. It's hard to get a bet against the Lioness. And man, at first, when they were doing the stare off in the middle of the ring, after the decision there, or they announced it, I thought it was a playful smile stare off. But when I went back and watched it, these ladies were giving the death stares to each other, and you could just see the lion in Amanda. It was kind of scary to look, but we also had that brazen stare down from Kayla where she was like, I'm ready to accept the challenge. So I'm ready to see it, guys. Who do you guys have on that one? Are we one-siding this for Amanda? Is Kayla just too big? Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Which leads us into, let me scroll down a little bit over here, to the main event, Merab versus O'Malley. Now, this one I was excited for. I didn't think it was going to go any different from the first one. I thought that it was going to play out a lot on the stand-up, and then in about the third round, fourth round, we're going to see Merab basically pick him up and slam him down. However, Merab had completely different ideas and just started on fire from the beginning. Now, guys, this was the biggest bet of the night right here. Biggest bet that I put on one fighter, $85. So this was going to make or break the night right here, guys. Put 85 down on Merab, saying nothing's changing here. Now, Merab heard that. He said, I got you, Mike. You know what? We're not even going to take it to the third or fourth round. I'll take him down. I'll beat the crap out of him, and I'll finish him this time. And hell yeah, Merab got it done. That north-south choke was sweet. Sorry, O'Malley. My pops is a big fan. Back to the drawing board. I'd like to see more O'Malley. See if he can polish some of that ground game. See if he can train with somebody good. Love to see it. Now, how'd you guys see that going? Did you guys think O'Malley had a chance? If O'Malley was basically the same thing as Pena, he's dancing around on his back foot, trying to stay away from the barrage Merab was throwing at him. And then there was also that threat of the ground game from the last time, which he showed him, picked him up, carried him around, slammed O'Malley down on the ground. Great fight. I saw a bunch of people saying that this was a horrible card, and those got to be casuals because I'm sitting here watching this card with 3 finishes on it, 3 spectacular finishes against technicians. I thought the card was great. And I'm excited for the next couple fight nights that we've got coming up, as well as the end of the month pay-per-view. So we've got a lot on our plate coming up. So I've got another one of these come in 2 days. And then, of course, we're going to have old Whitey on here talking shit as well. So, guys, if you stay tuned, we will go ahead and get the bet for the Joaquin Buckley Usman fight and get that one in the middle of the week. Now, let's go ahead and do a quick sneak peek at that because, guys, the undercard, usually not betting on that, and I probably still won't. But what we're going to do here is give an early prediction. The betting odds have Rose as the favorite over Maverick. Now, Miranda can still get it done. I think she's not quite at the level of Rose, or at least been in the competition that Rose has had, been under the lights that Rose has. So I am just like the betting odds. I'm leaning towards Rose on this one. Not betting on it. But, guys, Doug Rose. I'm in Denver. She's from Denver. Why not go for the local for me? You know what? And that's the same thing about the main event. Usman trains up here with Rose, with Gaethje, and a few others. Usman's representing Colorado, even though I'm actually not in Denver. I'm quite a bit north of there, still repping Colorado. So I think Joaquin Buckley's been talking a lot of trash. I don't think he's quite ready for Usman. I think some people think Usman is washed. I don't think Usman is quite as washed as everybody thinks. He hasn't actually looked bad in any of his fights. If he would have had 2 more rounds against Chimaev, or even 1 more round, I think we would have turned that one around. I think in a rematch, now that he's actually seen and touched the power in there, it'll be all right. I don't think Joaquin Buckley's all the way well-rounded as he thinks he is. So we'll actually have to wait and find out on that one. And you know what? Those are my early predictions. Now we'll log in probably Thursday and get those finalized for you guys. We'll have old Whitey on, maybe even Jason. We'll all talk a little trash. And then we'll go over the Hill Roundtree and we'll go over the 317 when we get the fellas on. All right, guys, go ahead and hit the notification bell if you made it this far so you know when the next video drops. I appreciate the playtime. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this. And if you want to see me lose more money, definitely subscribe to this channel. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Go ahead and drop some comments for me. Let me know who you picked on these fights. Do you think Rose has it? Do you think Usman still got it? Is he washed? What do you guys think about the 316 or 317 and Roundtree fights coming up? Let me know who you guys got. Give me your early predictions before I give you the early predictions, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.